When I woke up this morning, the barnacles were still stuck to the bottom of the boat. Hundreds and hundreds of them. I had a lot of work to do. I better get to it. In remote areas like Linton Marina, one can feel a little bit lonely and lost without friends around you. So when friends actually pop in unannounced and unexpectedly, like this is Merritt and Karen, mother and daughter, on their big steel boat. They popped in to be lifted and have some work done, and it was really good to see them again. Captain, are you nervous?
No, not at all.
That's your home. It's about to fire. It's officially out.
Yeah.
Hey! It's blowing rain and it's very wet. The biminy's leaking, it's raining, it's pouring down. Well, she looked good on the bottom, but the top was another matter. Beginning to show lots of wear and tear. Torn canopy cover was giving me some cause for concern. Keeps all the weather out, so I was pleased to find this. An old canopy that had lots of really good plastic in it. Of course, it wouldn't fit my boat, but a quick play around with a knife, a little cut here, and a little cut there. And that's some plastic that at a later date I can put into my canopy. All I need now is to find someone who do the stitching for me. And then my friends Christine and Matt from the Boat Sugar Shack stopped by just to say hi. Gonna get hauled back in today, waiting for the crane to get here. But then the gods opened the heavens and my nice dry boat got wet. When the boat gets lifted, there are parts that before couldn't be painted and they get touched up, but now the boat's completely soaking. At last, where she should be, back in the water again.
The new anti-fouling looks great, apart from all the beads of polystyrene on there. Some of the East Caribbean islands are actually banning styrofoam, which is what that is there. These styrofoam trays that you get your food and your burgers and so on and so forth. A blight of humanity, I'm afraid.
We're back in the same place, which is ideal for Wi-Fi. I've got direct line of sight to the Wi-Fi antenna, which is right on the end of that hut. Just there. Perfect. There's two things on there that are not working today. That's the solar panels and my sunshade. All looking a bit bleak today. No wind, hot and sticky, and it's been raining all night. So it's fixing engine day and editing video day. It's been raining since about 3 o'clock last night, constantly. Down below, and it's my third cup of coffee. It's a hot, beautiful day, and there's not many people around at the moment. They're all doing things, and so am I. I'm doing lots of things. I need to get out of this marina. I got places to go, things to do. It's a lot of work, needs to get done, and it's not really happening at the moment. Well, it is. I'm doing stuff. I got a leak on the engine. Let me turn some light on in here. And it's been coming off the fuel lift pump. It's been happening for a while. It's another of the little leaks that I've got that all mount up to a big leak. But then I noticed that it was really pissing oil out. It was oil everywhere. So I tried to fix it 3 times now, and it keeps leaking. That's a little bastard down there. Yeah, he's leaking. It's the fuel lift pump. And the underside of that, where it joins the engine, has just been peeing oil out. The last couple of times when it leaked, it didn't leak at first. The engine had to warm up. But the second time after I put a new gasket in, it leaked almost immediately. I have got to do a lot of engine work on this boat. Work as in travelling with the engine, coming up in my new adventure. So it's critical I get this engine running right. Look at that, no leak. Woo-hoo! Yeah, baby! Brilliant! Oh yes, I'm a mechanic today. Wow. Got all the cabin sole boards up, floorboards to the uninitiated, exposing pretty much the entire bilge, and there's a reason for that. Yeah, getting a bit smelly it was. Best place to do this is outside. First thing is a stiff brush, because it's a very short hair, coarse haired pile. It's really good stuff. I mean, you can spill red wine on this and it just comes straight off, but it's got 3 years of foot grease on it, so it needs to be washed now. Next step is soapy water. I'm actually using dishwashing liquid because it's an anti-grease. It gets rid of grease, as you probably know when you're washing, which is washing dishes, which is ideal for this job. And the last little bit is to, of course, rinse it off. And you'll see when the water starts to come down the bottom there, down the side of Shaddy, that's why I don't like carpets. They're disgusting. But these were put in the boat. I looked at taking them off and just having wood floor, but it's a lot of work, and I've got other things I need to do with the boat, so this is the best solution. Just got to keep them clean. And I thought, what's the best way? Yeah, a nice sunny day, get them out, give them a good wash. Look at that, look at that. I've just washed the whole of the boat. All in all, the weather's turned good today. Breezy, hot sun, good drying weather. Taking the opportunity to degrease just about everything. It sounds disgusting, but in the heat that we have here, everything just gets covered in human grease. There's most of the flooring gone back in, looking good, and it feels nice as well. Yeah, the grease, it's so hot. Everything you touch, I mean, there's places like this, for example, it's a handhold as you come through the boat. It feels greasy to the touch. It's all going to be washed down. At the back of the chart table where I lean, there's another place, door handles, steps. You're completely covered in sweat most of the day. Talking of heat, I brought this old thing with me. It used to belong to my father. I gave it to him as a Christmas present or a birthday present or something many years ago. It's oil filled, and you plug it into the mains, and it has a thermostat, so it goes on and off, and the oil inside stays nice and hot, and it's a great thing to warm up a small house or a room. Unfortunately, I don't need it anymore.
It hasn't been used for years. I used it in the boat here when I had shore power in England, but it's 240 volts. As you can see, it's rusting away here. And of course, the part of the world I'm in now has 110. Sad, really. It reminds me of the old man. I remember him sitting next to that, but it's got to go. When you're away from home for a long time, it's nice to have reminders of home. My father bought this wooden plaque with sort of flower arrangements on it. It's all carved. At first I didn't like it, but I like it now. And he had it in a wall in his house, so that's on the boat there, on my wall, and my family picture of the old folks and my sister there. The radiator used to sit there at the end of the dining room table next to the door to my cabin, and without it being there, it leaves a lot of space which I can now use for other things. Probably going to have a few people staying on the boat for a few days in the near future. I'll tell you about that shortly. So that's a reason for sorting out stuff like this and generally cleaning up and making sure the place is shipshape.
Meanwhile, I thought I'd put this little bit in. It's something I recorded earlier while sailing around the islands. I tried to open a coconut, but I needed a machete. And where do you get a machete around here? Well, so happens we have everything here on Shadow. This was my dad's. It's got a leather scabbard on it. It's never been used for piracy or anything else. But yeah, we bought it in somewhere in South America on his travels, and now it's come back. And I'm going to make first use of it. See, it's still got paint on the blade. I'm going to put a hole in the boat. I tell you, this could be dangerous. Good job I'm sober. It's where to put it and cut it. I mean, the thing is, you've got to hit it with some force. There's like a big husk, and then you get to the actual the coconut that you all recognise from the supermarkets. That's inside there, I think. But if I miss it, I'm going to put a chunk out of my boat. Incidentally, if you're wondering about the silly hat, the soaking wet t-shirt, which is actually seawater, and my new cover here, this is all because it's extremely hot today. There's no wind at all. I'm melting, so I'm going to try break open Big Boy and I'll have it for breakfast. Now stay still. I don't know. Should I do this or not? Wow. Oh, what a mess. I think I cut too deep and in the wrong place. And I thought there was a hard bit in the middle. I got that wrong, didn't I? Okay, well you learn, don't you? You learn, I don't know. Every time I try to cut it, more water comes out. So got him open. There you go. I mean, that's the inside. I don't know, I can't, you know, I'd cool that down, but my fridge isn't working. No, I'm not sure about that. Maybe if there's a vodka in it. The other thing is, this of course is biodegradable, so this is going to go over the side. In fact, there's a figure somewhere about falling coconuts. So when you're on an island with lots of palm trees, watch out for falling coconuts. Apparently more people killed by falling coconuts every year than there are Justin Bieber fans. That's natural food wrappage thrown away. Well, he's finally got some use. Actually says Dominica on the blade. Your first blood, my beauty. Well, coconut water anyway. Yeah, pirate now. Now, if only I could remember where I buried the treasure. Was it there? Or was it there? Or was it there? Next time on Adventures of an Old Seadog, I get called out with a friend to go to sea to rescue a yacht with a family in distress. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode as much as I enjoyed making it for you. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. I'd like to thank my patrons for their amazing support. Thank you. If you'd like to get involved, check out my Patreon page. Also, for real-time updates, I'm on Facebook. You can check me there, Adventures of an Old Seadog. Until next week's exciting episode, you take care, sail safe, be safe, love you lots. Bye now.
Anti-fouling looks really slick, apart from all the little beads. Oh, there's a big fish down there, look. Doing something. There's two things on there that are not working today. That's the sun